as a young law school, it is imperative that we bring influential lawyers and judges into our orbit. Mark Mandell is one of America's leading attorneys for injured people. He served as president of both the Rhode Island Bar Association and the American Trial Lawyers Association. Some of you may recognize his name from his work as counsel for the victims of the station fire tragedy. Mark is on the podium in many capacities today. He's a trustee of the university, he's chair of the law school's board of directors, and also a popular member of our adjunct faculty. But I would be remiss if I didn't also mention one other special connection. In a few minutes, Mark's son, Zach, will be walking across the stage to receive his law degree. To bring greetings from the board of directors, I'm pleased to introduce you to you a wonderful friend of the law school, Mark Mandell.
So I think in my life I've given about 400 speeches, but this is one of the hardest for me to do because, well, for obvious reasons. But I want to extend the welcome that Dean Logan has provided to everybody on the stage and off without mentioning names. But I really want to take some time to talk to our graduates, the students here, including my own students who I see here, friends I've made in this class, particularly because my son's in the class, and of course to my son, my own son. So we're honored that you all came here and to be our students. We're proud of you for your accomplishments and for your being here today. We look forward to sharing in your happiness and your accomplishments in the future. So let me just leave a message or two with you very briefly. First, no matter where you go in the world as the years go by, no matter how successful you are, no matter how many cases you win, no matter how much money you make, never, ever, ever forget to give back and to help other people. Don't ever forget that. Our legacies, your individual legacy, will be determined by your charity, by your understanding and your compassion. Your epitaph is going to be written by how you live your lives, not by any calculated effort to construct them. The good you do in the world will be the only real measure of your wealth. Second lesson, stay involved. There should be no room for apathy in your lives. You know, in the time of National Socialism in Nazi Germany, there was a Protestant minister named Martin Niemöller, and he told the story that when the Nazis came for the handicapped, he had none in his congregation, so he didn't object. And then when they came for the gypsies, he had no gypsies in his congregation, so he didn't object. And then when they came for the Jews, of course, there were none in his congregation, so he didn't object. And then when they came for the Catholics, there were none in his congregation, so he didn't object. And when they finally came for him, there was nobody left to object. Indifference has no place and is no friend to justice. Third lesson is always place your personal ethics over personal gain. The only thing you really control in your life is whether you act with integrity or not. Fourth, strive for consciousness and understanding, because without it, intelligence is just being smart without being wise. Energy is just being everywhere without really being anywhere. Even if you have integrity and that's all you have standards, but without the kindness that you really need to have, because those qualities are tempered and enhanced by understanding and consciousness. So I want to leave you with maybe the last quiz you're going to have in law school. It's not meant to be interactive, but God bless you. If any of you know the answer to all 6 of these questions, feel free to raise your hand. But here are the questions. Name me the 5 wealthiest people in the world. Name me the last 5 Heisman Trophy winners, if you know what the Heisman Trophy is, who the last 5 were. Name me the last 5 winners of the Miss America pageant. Name me 10 people who won the Nobel or the Pulitzer Prize. Name the last half dozen Academy Award winners for Best Actor and Actresses. Name the last decade's worth of World Series winners. So how did you do? All right. The point is, none of us generally remember the headliners of yesterday, and these are no second-rate people. These are the best at what they do. But you need to know the applause dies, the awards tarnish, and the accolades and the certificates are buried with their owners. So let me give you another quick quiz. List a few teachers who aided you in your journey through school. Name 3 friends who helped you through a difficult time. Name 5 people who taught you something worthwhile. Think of a few people who made you feel appreciated and special, and think of 5 people that you enjoy spending time with. So, easier? Right. So the lesson is the people who are going to make a difference in your life and in the world are not the people with the most awards, the most credits, or the most money. They're just the people who took the time and cared enough. So I wish you the best in all you do and all good fortune in your lives. And it's an honor to have you, your families, and friends here. Thanks.